PSA is prostate-specific antigen. It is a tumor marker for
Okay.
prostate cancer, but it has very low sensitivity and specificity. As in only 20% man, the PSA is raised, but we need to confirm by biopsy.
No, 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 no. You are wrong. 20% patient with
And
carcinoma prostate have
on,
raised PSA, but
yes, sir.
on biopsy they will not have carcinoma prostate.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
this is false negative.
yes, sir. Yes,
What is
sir.
30% relationship? 30% I already told you. 30%.
Sir, in 30% patients with carcinoma prostate, they have normal PSA.
No, 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 no. You are wrong. 20% can have normal.
Yes,
30%
sir.
can raise PSA
Sir.
in case of carcinoma prostate, and 20% instead of raised PSA, there will be no carcinoma
No.
prostate. Yes, you are
Yes,
right.
sir.
Okay, okay. So PSA is lacking in sensitivity and specificity in
Yes, sir.
diagnosis of carcinoma prostate. Unmute your mic. Nevertheless, the finding of PSA, if you find the PSA level is 10 nanomole per ml, you're getting me? 10 nanomole per ml is suggestive of carcinoma prostate. If the PSA value is more than 35 nanogram per ml, more than 35 nanogram per ml is almost diagnostic of carcinoma prostate. More than 35 nanogram per ml is diagnostic of carcinoma prostate. A decreased PSA to normal range following hormone ablation treatment is good prognostic sign. If you are giving hormone ablation treatment, then PSA will decrease to normal. This is a good prognostic sign. Next is radiological examination. X-rays. X-ray chest may show metastasis to lung and rib cage. Lung and rib cage. Then radiological examinations. X-ray chest may reveal metastasis and X-ray metastasis to lung, field and rib cage. An abnormal X-ray may show characteristic sclerotic lesion characteristic sclerotic lesion in lumbar vertebra and pelvic bone. Nevertheless, osteolytic metastases are very common in carcinoma prostate. Osteolytic metastases are very common in prostatic cancer. Next is TARS and MRI. Transrectal ultrasound and MRI are best investigation for staging of the disease. Transrectal ultrasound and MRI are best investigation for staging of the disease. Next is bone scan. Bone scan can be done by injection of technetium-99 and monitored by gamma camera. Bone scan is done by injection of technetium-99 monitored by gamma camera. It is more sensitive for diagnosis of metastasis. Bone scan is more sensitive for diagnosis of metastasis. Next is lymphangiography. Lymphangiography means, as the name says, study of lymphatics is no longer done. Lymphangiography is no longer done, but if you are planning laparoscopic lymphadenectomy, if you are planning laparoscopic lymphadenectomy, lymphangiography is to be done and which is more specific. Next, bone marrow aspiration. Bone marrow aspiration. Bone marrow aspiration may show metastatic cells. Metastatic cells. Now, these are various investigations which you need to decide your plan of treatment. Now, treatment of carcinoma prostate. Treatment of carcinoma prostate. Treatment is divided into two groups: curative treatment and palliative treatment. For early stage, curative treatment is effective, but for advanced stage of carcinoma prostate, stage 3 and 4, only palliative treatment is possible. Curative treatment can be offered to patients with early disease T1A, B, C, and T2 stages. This stage can often be managed by active surveillance. This stage can be managed by active surveillance, that is 3 to 6 month digital rectal examination and PSA monitoring. With digital rectal examination and PSA monitoring, you can monitor the patient. The treatment of patient with advanced disease, that is stage 3 and stage 4. Treatment of advanced disease is only palliative. Palliative. What we can go for stage 3 and stage 4, radical prostatectomy. Radical prostatectomy means radical removal of the prostate, seminal vesicle, pelvic lymph nodes, base of the bladder, and urethra. That is radical prostatectomy. Is only suitable for radical treatment should be carried out only in male with a life expectancy of more than 10 years. If you think that your patient will survive for 2 years or 3 years, then there is no need of this radical treatment. Radical treatment is done for localized disease and should be carried out only in males with a life expectancy of more than 10 years. Exclusion criteria of metastasis. There are certain exclusion criteria of metastasis which include negative bone scan, negative XHS means there is no metastasis inside the bone or lung field, and PSA prostate specific antigen is less than 20 nanomole per ml. This is a procedure that should be done only by experienced surgeon when there is a high chance of cure. And considering all these conditions, negative bone scan, negative XHS, PSA is less than 20 nanomole per ml, done by experienced surgeon when there is high chance of cure. Disadvantage of radical prostatectomy. Disadvantage. This causes high chance of impotence, high chances of impotence, but less incidence of stress incontinence. Stress incontinence can cause high chance of impotence and less chance of stress incontinence, for which patient may require fitting of a artificial sphincter because patient is in less stress incontinence, for which you can give artificial sphincter. It involves radical prostatectomy involves, as I already told you, a radical prostatectomy involves removal of prostate, seminal vesicle, lymph node, bladder neck, and bladder neck is reconstructed and anastomosed to the urethra. Anastomosed to the urethra. A recent modification of this radical prostatectomy is done by Professor Patrick. So this is modified pelvic radical prostatectomy. Recent modification. This operation is done by Professor Patrick. What is modification in this? The preservation of neurovascular bundles that lies behind the prostate. Professor Patrick preserved the neurovascular bundles that lies behind the prostate, and this modification has led to preservation of the erectile function, which is more common in radical prostatectomy, which is modified by Professor Patrick. In this preservation of the neurovascular bundles that lies behind the prostate, and this modification has led to preservation of the erectile function. Preservation of erectile function, no impotence in 60 to 70% of the cases. Recently, laparoscopic approach or robotic approach can be employed for radical prostatectomy. Androgen ablation. Androgen ablation. Local radiotherapy for early prostatic carcinoma. local radiotherapy for early prostatic carcinoma, external beam radiotherapy. Local radiotherapy, external beam radiotherapy can be administered in a field that confers to the contour of the prostate, thereby limiting exposure to the adjacent tissue. Means the adjacent tissue are not at risk of radiotherapy. Adjacent tissue survival rate following radiotherapy as compared to surgery are not generally different. Are not generally different. Next is brachytherapy. Brachytherapy. This treatment with radiotherapy requires the patient. The treatment with radiotherapy requires the patient to attend the hospital for 4 to 6 weeks regularly, and also associated with some local complications like irritation of the bladder, leading to frequency of maturation, urgency, hesitancy, irritation of the bladder due to radiotherapy lead to frequency of maturation, urgency, hesitancy. You all know these words. Incontinence, diarrhea and proctitis. Diarrhea and proctitis due to radiotherapy. Advantage of radiotherapy. Erectile dysfunction is less likely as compared to surgery. This is advantage of radiotherapy. Erectile dysfunction is less likely as compared to prostatectomy. Brachytherapy. What do you mean by brachytherapy? Brachy means very close approximation under transrectal ultrasound guidance. Under transrectal ultrasound guidance, radioiodine seeds are permanently implanted into the prostate. Brachytherapy means very close proximity. Under transrectal ultrasound guidance, radioactive seeds are permanently implanted into the prostate under general anesthesia. The seeds are implanted through a needle via transperitoneal route. Under general anesthesia, the radioactive seeds are implanted into the prostate via a long needle via transperitoneal route. Radioactive commonly used for brachytherapy are iodine-125 and palladium-103. Radioiodine commonly used are iodine-125 and palladium-103. Nowadays, brachytherapy is gaining widespread acceptance for treatment of early stage prostate cancer. Nowadays, brachytherapy is gaining widespread acceptance for treatment of early stage prostatic cancer because the adjacent structures are preserved or safe. Brachytherapy only the diseased tissue is treatment of advanced prostatic cancer. Now that is for treatment for early prostate cancer, treatment of advanced prostatic cancer. There is still debate about the timing of androgen ablation treatment. Still debate about the treatment of androgen ablation treatment in patients with locally or advanced prostatic cancer without symptoms. Patients with poorly differentiated disease are patients with poorly differentiated disease are at risk. Blocks the androgen receptors. The advanced stage patients are at risk of catastrophe like spinal cord compression. In these patients, early androgen ablation early androgen ablation prolongs the time of complication. Prolongs the time of complication. Now, what is the role of orchidectomy for carcinoma of prostate? Orchidectomy is performed to carry out androgen ablation. Orchidectomy is performed to carry out androgen ablation in the treatment of locally advanced T3 and T4 disease and metastatic disease. Bilateral orchidectomy. You can perform bilateral orchidectomy, either total or subcapsular orchidectomy. This orchidectomy will eliminate the major source of testosterone production. If you perform the orchidectomy, This eliminates the major source of testosterone production. Medical castration. You can perform medical castration with silvosterol, LHRH agonist, medical castration with silvosterol, LHRH agonist, anti-androgens. These are drugs, glutamide, biglutamide, and cyproterone acetate are pure anti-androgens. Pure anti-androgen, glutamide, biglutamide, and cyproterone acetate. You can give these in carcinoma prostate. LHR agonist can be given as monthly or tri-monthly depot injections. LHR agonist can be given as monthly or tri-monthly depot injections. Complete androgen blockade. Complete androgen blockade. Complete androgen blockade by blocking the androgen receptors by means of glutamide and biglutamide. These are drugs which are given in carcinoma prostate, glutamide and biglutamide. General radiotherapy. General radiotherapy for symptomatic metastasis is an excellent form of palliative treatment. General radiotherapy for symptomatic metastasis is an excellent form of palliative treatment and producing dramatic pain relief. General radiotherapy produces dramatic pain relief. Chemotherapy. Exact role of chemotherapy is not known. Exact role of chemotherapy is not known, but recently docetaxel have been shown some improvement in survival. Docetaxel has been shown some improvement in survival, but only by few months. Thanks. Thank you very much. Sachin.